Hi, Sean here, one half of Sean and Kiara. We are the co-creators of Lucy in the Sky, a graphic novel for middle grade readers published by First Second. Our second graphic novel, Rhiannon, will be out in October of 2025. If you like the things we do, please consider supporting us by becoming a paying member of our Patreon site for $4 a month. And if you enjoy videos like this, hit the like and subscribe buttons, as it'll help us build this channel. Thank you, and enjoy the video. I'm inking page 10 of The Yellow Man, continuing the sequence with Chick and Stella. And interesting thing to note there, we see up in the upper left there a book on the coffee table, Chick's coffee table. This is a 1001 Chess Problems. And when Chick comes in the sequence, Lorelei comments on a chess game that he has laid out on the coffee table and comments on what he should, what his next move should be. And he says, I didn't think you played chess. And she says, I didn't, but I read the instruction manual while I was waiting for you, referring to the huge chess problem book on the coffee table. And here she is showing him a flyer of an art show that she's managed to wing, which Chick thinks she should be really happy about, something that she's been wanting, and she seems less than thrilled. And then this leads to their discussion about how what a mercenary attitude he has about things, and his little jibe back to her about not having a trust fund to fall back on. So they're a little back and forth, snarky shots at each other, sort of show the relationship of these two, the closeness of their relationship. So it's been a while since the last one of these that I did, and since the end of the school year. As a teacher, May and the beginning in June are always really busy for me, finishing up the school year, and didn't have time to really post much of anything. And since then, I've been running a summer camp out of my home, and maybe I'll talk more about that some other time. And I've been thinking about posting some of the things that have come from that. So we'll see, maybe future videos and artwork. At any rate, it's the first real week I've had off now. This is the first week of July. And so I'm trying to get back into a rhythm again of drawing and doing videos of drawing. These videos of the last few pages of The Yellow Man that I did, I've been sitting on for maybe about a month or so now, so I felt like I needed to get those done. I'm taking what I have done of The Yellow Man and some older comics material that I did, and I'm getting them ready to put together as a 5th issue of Wunterkammer, which is a comics anthology that I used to do on my own. And since Rhiannon's done and sort of haven't really made a true start on the next graphic novel that I'll do with Kiara, although I've done the first page of it, a little bit of work, but I wanted to use this luxury of time that I have, such that it is. There's never seems to be enough time, really, to get back into some of these other projects that I had been sitting on. And one of them is to do another issue of Wunterkammer, and just to get some of these things in print that have just been, sitting in my workspace. Just to finally get them. I don't know what it is. Getting something in print. It's like a purging. You have to get it out, and then you can move on. think about your other stuff. So I've been working on getting enough material to put out a 5th issue. It's been nearly 15 years since the last one I did. Lots of things have happened in my life since then. We see the beer that Lorelei and Chick are drinking. I forget if I mentioned it's called the Eternal Recurrence, and has a little. The logo features a design with Nietzsche's face on it. I'm using the Hunt 102. I've really been back on that nib again. And I've had like at least 3 pads of Bristol board in a row that have been really crappy and have bled, and the zebra nib was just not a good nib for that situation. The Hunt 102, I felt like I could control the line a little bit better. So I've been using that again, and now I kind of like it once more. Here Stella's complaining about the guy in charge of the gallery. She calls him a real douche. And Chick says, well, whatever pays the bills. And she replies, I wish I had your mercenary attitude. So I think the material for Yellow Man that I'll put in this issue of Unterkammer will probably stop here. So I don't think I'll be doing any more new pages of this for a little while as I try to finish up some of the other stories that are going to go into it. East Washington will be one, and continuing a couple stories that I left off when I stopped doing Unterkammer. So Starling Hall, which I've started a new page for, The Flying Duchess. And all these things, as I do them, I'm now putting up on the Patreon site, so you ought to be a member. $4, you get all those PDFs. I need to do another Tintin video as well. Those of all the videos I do, those are probably the most popular ones. And stopped at the Red Sea Sharks, and I've got a few more Tintin volumes to cover before I finish up that series. So I like drawing Chick's hair and his strands that always sort of come undone, uncombed, whenever he's in a relaxed mood or whatever. At the end of the day, his tie loosened up. I like drawing his suit as well. For some reason, I like drawing suits. So far as drapery goes, they're okay to draw. I think it's because they have a definite sort of shape to them. Once you get that down, then you got it. Kind of a boxy shape. Drapery is, pretty difficult, generally. All right, speeding up the rest here. And we'll see you next time.